everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Last year's #1 overall pick, here he comes. He'll be leading them and looking for an improvement in year 2, Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 47 yards on the ground. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down, this is Gurley. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Davis now. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who played his college ball for the Iowa Hawkeyes, 6'2" quarterback C.J. Beathard.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now we have Hyde still on the ground here. Staying down after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Let's go. All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Beathard into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is
touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
Marquise Goodwin brings plenty of speed and jumping ability as befits an Olympic long jumper. He made the team in 2012, as you might remember. But what also he's looking for is an increased role as a wide receiver after leaving Buffalo.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from second to third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Make no mistake about it, the LA Rams are loaded with talent on defense, and they're led by their front four, especially defensive tackle Aaron Donald and defensive end Robert Quinn. They finished number 9 overall in total defense in 2016, and now they have a new head coach and new defensive staff. They figure if they're not in the top 5, they've had a disappointing year.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. And able to find Garcon. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Here's Beathard to throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Back in that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you're rebuilding, we know you got to hit it big in the draft, but you also want to acquire free agents. They're going to really set the tone for your team. Pierre Garçon had some history with head coach Kyle Shanahan previously. I think that's why they picked him up.
He's got great history in this league, of course, starting with the Colts, then the Redskins, now the Niners.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
All right, here we go. Boom, line it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Connor Barwin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Robbie Gould puts another 3 on the board. 11 years in Chicago, all-time leading scorer for the Bears. Then he had 10 games with the Giants in 2016. Now he takes over for Phil Dawson in San Francisco. You ever met Robbie?
I have not. Good guy?
Good guy. He came to a studio I was working one time and actually kicked one over the building.
How about that? And quite an interesting story going from Chicago all those years, then New York quickly, and now all the way on the other coast to San Fran. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
They'll run with Davis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down and just 1. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Rams out to the early lead. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Out of the gun, Goff. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The Rams dead last in the NFL last year on third down conversions, just 32%, but they come through there.
They've got a much better chance of that number rising this year for a variety of factors. Of course, they're going to get their quarterback, Jared Goff, going. But the big part is, last season, they were really a one-trick pony on offense. Now they'll be much more varied under new head coach Sean McVay.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Davis, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on third, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
A yard, and it brings up third.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And it'll be fourth down.
So with the addition of Solomon Thomas, think about what the 49ers have done now in their last 3 drafts. Eric Armstead, defensive tackle / end. DeForest Buckner, the same thing, out of the University of Oregon as well. And now Solomon Thomas stayed in the Pac-12 and got 3 big-time players.
And Thomas, Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year a season ago at Stanford. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Leopard.
Back to throw Beathard. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Gould now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's a Callow Witherspoon, the rookie from Colorado. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Here's Goff now on second down. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Goff to Austin that time for an L.A. first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a first down throw. Goff looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first and 10, Goff. Underneath to Davis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing again is Goff. A dump off for Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Goff on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Off throwing again. This is caught. Watkins. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zerline's kick is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Rams didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. 1st and 10. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Ogletree is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Now following the interception, Austin's wide open, able to make the grab. And he'll take this all the way for a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. 49ers with the ball late in the half. Here the catch is made way downfield. After the long pass, he'll score. Still a little time left on the clock. The pass ends up being picked off. 49ers will take it back for the touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Staying late in the half. Jared Goff targeting Gerald Everett. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 22-yard line. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Guyton.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A 1-point game as we get set for half 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw here. Beathard. There's the first catch as a 49er for Marquise Goodwin. And taking it across midfield. And inside the 45.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go play action. action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Watch it now, Barney. Blue line. Blue line.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Beathard. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Beathard. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Gall. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And a look now at Goff as he remains down and shaken up apparently. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. To throw is Beathard. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now.
To throw is Beathard. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mark Barron with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Off the play fake. Allen. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Here we go. 3-19.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and goal. Allen. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And Zerline's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Beathard to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here we go now.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he may want want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Finding room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 42. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to the air on second down. Allen. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw Beathard. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Here's Beathard to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Now let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And it's caught by Sellett. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Down the numbers. There he goes. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. And when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Rams, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.